Yo, what's up? My name is Joe. I'm the game director for Cranked, and we dropped another update today. 8 days after the last update, the team is crushing right now. If you don't know, we're a small indie team. We were 4 people. We just hired a new artist. We are now 5 people. So I'm going to go through all the patch notes. I'm going to explain how everything works. Like I said in the last video, we still don't have tutorials and onboarding in the game, so I think it's helpful if I explain things for those of you who care. So thank you for all those who have joined Patreon, supported us. If you don't know, you can join our Patreon if you want to get access to everything I'm about to explain. It's $5 a month. As long as you stay subscribed, you'll keep getting updates. And if you stay subscribed long enough to spend $50, you'll get a Steam key when the game does drop. So enough of that. Let's go. Let's get into it. Okay, first thing you'll notice is that we redid the arcade drone. So it feels more like Shredders if you've played Shredders. So you can kind of come in here. It's free cam kind of vibe. And then up in the top left, you can see different controls. If you click in on the left stick, you're going to go way faster. It's a little speed boost. Then you can still use the triggers to ascend or descend. You can tap both the bumpers and you can hide the HUD completely. So if you want to take some nice video footage of your buddies flying around in multiplayer, you can do that. If you have the HUD hidden and you exit and you re-enter, you're going to get a little warning, not a warning, but a little notification in the top left reminding you how to bring back the HUD if you forget. So that's the new drone. If you didn't know too, like you can place ramps with the drone. A lot of people didn't know that. So I think having those hints up there helps. So there you go. Let's talk about drone settings. We've added even more drone settings. A lot of the feedback we got from you guys who have been playing with the FPV drone was that it was too floaty. So let's go through all of the new settings. We now have a new drone mode called Auto. I mostly did this for myself, but I think there will be other people who will appreciate it. I have 2 different controllers. I've got my drone FPV controller and I've got my gamepad controller. So if I'm flying the FPV drone, I'm going to use an FPV controller. And I got sick of sometimes I don't want to fly this and I just want to get around the map and I'd be in this, but it'd be in FPV mode and I'd have to go in the settings, change it back. It was annoying. So I made a setting called Auto and it'll automatically detect if you have an FPV radio or a gamepad, and whichever one you enable the drone mode in is going to give you that drone. So if I enable drone mode with this, you'll just see how I get the arcade drone. If I enable the drone mode, I don't know if I have it set up yet. Let's go talk about how to set it up. Here we go. Go to drone. You're going to want to come down into the calibrate. If you haven't seen the calibration tool, this is how it works. You can skip ahead if you're not into FPV. But here we go. It's ugly. Ignore the UI. Move all sticks in their full range. Go to next. I'm going to tell you to zero them out. So you zero out your sticks. Some of those other things aren't zeroed out because they're switches. That's fine. Go next. Throttle up first, then down. Up, down, boom. Yaw left first, then right. Roll left, then right. Then we'll go pitch forward, pitch back. Flip the switch or press the button you want to use to arm. So flip the switch. That's going to be my arm. Go to the next. Disarm. Boom. Enter drone mode. Exit drone mode. You couldn't do this before. This is all new. 3-way switch for acro. So I'm going to do acro on this switch. Horizon will go on this position. And angle mode will go in this position. If you don't know what those are, we'll explain them here in a minute. So there we go. This is all calibrated. You get to the end screen, you can double check to make sure it's moving the way you want it. If not, you can invert them here. So if you want to invert something, you just click that, hit save. All right, now we exit. And now if I enter drone mode with my FPV controller, you can see it automatically puts me in FPV mode. And the complaint we were getting, it's just not working right. Oh, we got bugs. Dang it. Never mind. I thought there was bugs. There wasn't. I'm just dumb. And I had it in, I didn't have it in acro mode because we have all these new modes now, level and horizon. But anyway, like I was saying, if I activate it with my FPV controller and I put it in the right mode, boom, we're in FPV. And you can see now it's a lot less floaty than before, you know? See if I can do something cool. Maybe what do they call these? Like a split S. You know, so it definitely will come down. It's a lot easier now to stay low to the ground because it drops faster. So it's going to be easier to follow people. So anyway, get in here, mess with the settings and try it out. But I really like that I can enter and exit now with this. All right, let me give you guys a pro tip if you're trying to follow people in the FPV mode. Take your bike, put it somewhere, place a marker with it. Where you want to take off from as you're following people. Let's say these guys are crushing this trail right here. Then after you set up your activate drone mode on your FPV with a toggle, You just activate drone mode. You know, you take off, you follow them down the trail. If they crash and they restart, which they're going to do a lot, you just toggle that switch and boom, you're right back here. So every time they crash, you know, it's pretty easy to just get back going. So there's a pro tip for you. But yeah, check out the new FPV drone. I think it feels a lot better now. Hopefully you guys agree. Moving on to the next thing. For the auto mode, you can select if you pick up a regular controller, you could select you want it in arcade, level, or horizon. So the way these work is level mode. You can also do it for the FPV mode. So if you're at the FPV, acro is going to be full FPV. That's probably what you want. But here, let's exit, and I will show you guys. This is horizon mode. So horizon mode is going to automatically like readjust. Like if I roll, it's going to automatically like put me back. Man, it's like, it was way better before. Really screwed some stuff up. And then angle mode won't let you like fully rotate. So it's kind of more like the beginner mode. You can't like do flips or anything. But those are the different modes there. Back to settings. Let's scroll down here. Invert pitch for the arcade drone. We've got that setting in here now. The arcade speed boost input, you can have it on hold or toggle. That was the left click on the stick. Excuse me, left click in on the stick. So if you want to hold it, you can have that or toggle it, whatever. Oh, big section here for the FPV drone. It helps with the weighty feel. So the defaults I think are pretty good. But if you guys want more weighty, less weighty, whatever, you can come in here and change stuff. So we've got mass, which is obviously the weight of the thing. We've got gravity scale. So I've got this turned up a bit. Max thrust. Obviously, this is how much thrust the motors can put out. Prop wash. I like it a little bit, but if you don't want any prop wash, just go down to 0. And then we have throttle curve. So the throttle curve is going to help you dial in how much throttle you need to like get the drone up and start hovering. Typical is 20 to 30%. So if you want more or less, you can dial this in. But you'll see these numbers down here will change as you move stuff. So if I move mass down, you'll see my TWR, which is the thrust to weight ratio, will change. And in the parentheses, it's going to tell you kind of like what style of drone will that feel like. So if you want like a Cinewhoop that's like slower, easier to follow someone, maybe you're going to want it to be heavier. If you want something fast, freestyle-y, racing, maybe you want it to feel lighter. So you can move around all these as you move these things around. If it's going to affect the thrust to weight ratio, you will see it there. And then obviously there's the reset to defaults. So that's all the new drone stuff for the most part. Oh, another thing is the default controls for the controller for FPV mode. The sticks have been swapped before. I don't know why, but the throttle was on the right stick. So I put it back into like what's called mode 2. So throttle will be left stick. So that default has changed. All right, let's talk about the new mini map. So bottom left corner here, you see we've got a mini map. It also is based on speed, the zoom. So if you see I go faster, it'll start zooming out, give you a little more context of who's around you. Let me actually go pop into the map view, and you can see now that you can see, maybe it was in the last update too, but you can see where people are. So you can see it looks like people are up here grinding scoops area. So we can just kind of go fast travel to them. So we'll come up here, and now, you can see my mini map. Slop's up here. Let's go catch Slop. So it's really nice actually, because you can see who's around you a lot easier than before. This is one of my favorite trails, by the way. It's New Marigold. Where you at, Slop? We'll catch him. We're in the e-bike. We're flying. But anyway, the mini map's a nice addition. I really like it to just be able to see who's around me. So here you go. Let's try a new arcade drone. So yeah, you can get some pretty sick shots with the new arcade drone. I think it looks much better, smoother than it was before. We also need to work on smoothing of the actual player, but this arcade drone will be pretty sick. So that's the mini map. There is a setting. If you go to gameplay, scroll down. No, it's graphics. Go to graphics, go down to mini map. You can turn it off, and then you'll see it's back to how it was before. So if you're not into mini maps, turn it off. That's the mini map update. Let's talk about a new camera setting. If you go to gameplay and scroll down to all the camera stuff, here's our camera section. We have a new one called camera pitch. So you can tilt the camera down or you can tilt it up 20 degrees. The old default that you're used to is 0. And if you didn't know, the camera actually does automatically move up to 20 degrees. It based on like raycast going out in front of you. So if you're in a berm and your vision's like looking into the berm, it'll detect that and automatically move the camera up. It still does that, but this is just kind of adjusting the starting position. So like I can come down here, really lower it so you can see the frame, but you'll see it kind of move up like in berms and stuff. It tilts up a little bit. So that's a new camera setting. So you can get in here and adjust the camera to your liking, make it feel the way you want it to feel. Here's a gap you didn't know. Well, I'm on the e-bike. I forgot and overshot it. Okay, there's that. Let me go change that back because I don't want it that low. I think my personal preference is going to be just a little bit on the positive side because I think it helps you see into corners. So I'm going to go with like a +5. So that's what I'm going to roll. What else do we do? New trail. Got a brand new trail. I think part of it was in the last update, but now we have racing on. It's called Junior. It's over here. It's on the other side of the map. So let me just fly up here so you guys can see. But yeah, so this is our new zone. It's called Zone 2.5. So there's going to be some new trails in here. Some of these are not finished yet. Some of them are. But Junior's a new downhill. Kind of feels like a Junior downhill vibe. So that's why we called it Junior. This one doesn't have racing yet. So that is one of the new trails. We added racing to all the other new trails that you guys got last week. So Little Dipper, Big Dipper, Rock Merchant, Radiation Ridge, Scoops, and Marigold are all brand new racetracks. So now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new race trails in this update. Absolutely insane. We've got like over 30 some trails already in this map, and the map isn't even close to done. So you could see here, I also changed it so you could zoom out, some player feedback. You guys wanted to be able to zoom out further. So you can zoom out further. You can see the whole map. You can see the key over there on the side, see where everyone's at, figure out where you want to go play. I got a bug so that's some improvements to the map. Big thing we did based on feedback was some performance stuff. So a lot of you guys were saying the performance was lacking and you were getting a lot worse than before. So let's turn on our FPS counter. Let's see here. You should see a big improvement. We did a lot of different changes. So if you needed a performance boost as I go off trail, it should be better. So right now I'm getting 190, 200. I have everything cranked up, I believe. Ultra, everything's turned on. I got load bias all the way up, pixel layer all the way down. So if you guys don't know, if you need better performance, turn pixel layer up. So you can see I've got everything on as high as it goes, and I'm getting 200 FPS. Obviously, I've got a beefy computer, but I was not getting 200 FPS before. So performance is definitely better. You guys should see an improvement. Let us know how it's running for you guys, and hopefully it's feeling much better now. Oh, dude, I keep forgetting I'm on the e-bike. Some bug fixes. I'm just going to run this trail. We talk about some bug fixes. In-air rotation assist, I believe, was broken in one of the last updates, so we fixed that. There was a bug where if you were racing for a long period of time, after a while, when you would come out of the start gate, you would come out like going off to the side. You'd be like drifting sideways. We fixed that bug. There was a bug where you would get stuck in the ground in the start gate and you couldn't move forward. We fixed that. You used to be able to reverse in the start hut and then kind of get a speed advantage. We patched that. We fixed an exploit where people were able to use the e-bike in racing mode. And if you were some of those dudes doing that, you are jerks. Don't cheat. Cheating's lame. But I guess it's our fault for having an exploit. But anyway, I finally discovered how that was done. Tried to ask some of you guys how you were doing it, and you wouldn't tell me. So real nice of you guys. Real nice. But it's cool. We figured it out. We're good. What else? I'm kind of on 14 seconds ahead. Yeah, I think we just got to finish this run, and then I can look at my notes. I want to screw it up. This is a good trail. This is Junior, made by Antgrass. Oh, there's some little wood skinnies on here. Let's keep it flowing. I really like the end section. You got to be careful here. You don't want to go too fast off the first rock. This is where it can get a little gnarly with the skinnies, but you can send this one pretty deep. Same with this one. Got to catch it. This part I really like. This last section with these little flowy jumps. Super fun. Look at this big old, biggest case ever. Bummer. Still going to get a better time. Boom. 16 seconds. Let's see where we're at. We're in third. Not bad for a first attempt there. All right. What else did we do? Respawning at checkpoints should no longer put you into the ground. Sometimes you'd be put into the ground. So that should hopefully be fixed. Report back if you are respawning into the ground again. A lot of you guys were saying that the drone jammer, if you don't know where it is, spoiler alert, I'm about to show you. A lot of you were saying that the drone jammer trail in zone 2 called Backwoods was way too hard. So it's been nerfed. It's much easier now. Let's go fly up here. I'm making the flying look absolutely disgusting. I have not tried this version yet. Antcraft made this version. Let's see how it rolls. Oh, we want to get on trail bike. Pro tip, hit 3 on your keyboard. You go into the trail bike. So here we go. Here's the nerf version. There used to be a gap right here that people thought was hard. So we removed it, and I still can't hit it. Let's try again. There we go. I do think that, you know, challenging yourself to complete these will make you better at this game. And a lot of you guys were like, I just want to get in there and play. But, you know, starting the game early when we're in like pre-alpha and following us along on this whole journey, you're going to, you know, things are going to change. Things are going to get locked behind things. And it's kind of just the nature of starting, joining us early on in the process. Pro tip for this that I have not been doing and I will start doing is to place markers more frequently. So like I feel like if you get up to this like plateau, this flat spot right here, like right here, place a marker. I think they're chatting to me, but I can't be bothered right now. This corner's tough. It's easier on the trail bike, but it's still hard. But man, that corner, you gotta like kind of go wide. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Oh, the back wheels just keep slipping. There it is. All right, so you get up here, pretty chill. This spot's chill. Place another marker. This spot's not so bad. I still think there's a jump up here, but he said the angle of it's much easier now. Yeah, see, so this is like, oh, come on. You can sometimes do like, what the heck is this? All right, another bug we're going to have to fix. Unbelievable. All right, so I don't know what that bug's about. If I place a marker back here, it works fine. If I place a marker up here, I'll go through the ground. So don't place a marker right there. We will work on fixing that in the next update. But let's try continuing on this trail. Go for a little more speed, a little bit of a gap, no big deal. That was no big deal. Yeah, this is way easier now. So no more, if you guys complain about this one, I don't know, just got to practice more. This is not so bad. All right. So the trick here is to get lined up as straight as you can and really not do too many inputs once you get on the rope. I mean, very minor. I'm not even pedaling right now. I'm just coasting. And then hop to this. Hope that your tire doesn't get stuck in it. Hopefully that marker doesn't get me stuck. This part's super chill. And then you get up here and you can unjam the drone jammer. So that was nerfed. That was the other big thing. And that's it. Sorry that there's some bugs. We're going to fix those and hopefully get a patch out soon. So the main one that's going to bug me is the respawning stuff. But that's it. Let's go blast down one of the new trails, the new race trails. Let's do, I think Little Dipper has been a lot of people's favorite. So let's do a run down Little Dipper. Show you guys what we're working with here. See what you guys think. I'm excited to see what times you guys can set on some of these trails. Well, I'm going slow. You speed it up. This part gets a little sketch. Oh, we got to get a good run. We'll do a couple laps until we get something good. You can, see, I gotta dial this in. I think my new favorite trail, Scoops. Probably because it's named after my dog who just passed away. But, you know, it's a really good trail. Made by Antgrass. So check out Scoops as well. Oh, that felt good. All right, here we go. I really like these tight sections. Oh, I'll show you another trail that I've been working on that isn't done yet, but if you stayed this long in the video, it's a little secret trail. And I'll let you know where that's at. This part's hard. Oh, I knew I was going to blow it, but it's okay. We're good. I think we stayed in. Yeah, we did. You do like a little shortcut right here, or you can go up and turn later. Catch the catch berm. Aim for those trees in the distance. And then you coming into the finish, you can cheat, like not cheat, but I put a little shortcut there, pro tip. But then it's kind of hard to catch this. That's the problem with it. Anyway, that's that trail. Let me go show you the other new trail. We'll blast up here. This is the other drone jammer tower. If you go to the top, place a marker, go to the trail bike, because this trail was designed for the trail bike, you will find a new trail up here. It's unfinished, work in progress, but you guys can give it a vibe. You can go straight, give it a vibe. I don't know what that means. Or you can cut through here. I think this section's pretty fun. The other section's interesting as well. But I was trying to go for something tight, single track, kind of a loamer type vibe, little gaps here and there. Like a lot of these gaps you probably won't even pick up on the first few times you play it. But as you play it more, You know, in the beginning, you might think, oh, it's just kind of like a boring single tracky thing. But as you play it more, you start unlocking all these different little gaps and side hits. There'll be a bunch of roots added. Damien, our new artist, developed this really cool root tool that helps us place roots. So I've already started placing roots on this trail, but it's not in this build. You know, we got a little climbing section, which is where the trail bike comes in. Got this little fast downhill into this little kind of gully. Coming out of this, you got a little, oh, I screwed it up. But yeah, you can kind of do a little step up there. Wasn't too bad. And then it starts flowing and it goes into the woods. Got a lot of little berms. Start hitting some of these little jumps right here, like a little jump right there. You can jump that right into this berm. I screwed that up. It's fine. Another jump into this berm. Jump into this. You can gap that into this berm. Little roller. Double berm here. And then out of this berm, super fun. If I can do it, no, I screwed it up. You can kind of hit that as a hip. Then you gap here. Into the woods. This is where it gets more narrow. This is where I'm going to place tons of roots. Kind of give it like a foresty vibe. This part isn't carved out yet, but it will be in the next update. So this will be all, there's like little jumps in here and roots and things. So this is a new trail that I've been working on. Anyway, this video is too long. So thank you guys for supporting us. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining Patreon. Links are in the description below. You can check us out on Steam. What's up, Feeboo? What are you doing? You're just frozen right here. Check us out on Steam. Check us out on Patreon. And we'll see you out there. Peace.